Hey everyone, S-Dub Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new ranking here on the channel. But it is a different ranking, as you can tell. It is, this is a this is a tier ranking. I am using tier maker. I guess I will put the link down in the description so you guys can make your own tier ranking. But this is of the Star Wars stuff that they presented to us at Disney's Investors Day. So we have a Droid Story, the Ahsoka series, the Book of Boba Fett that they announced at the end of Mandalorian. We have Andor, the Cassian Andor series. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Kenobi series, Lando, as you can tell, Lando. Then we also have the Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars game. I wanted to add that in there. This is not my template, but I'm glad that it's in there, actually. Taika Waititi's Star Wars film, Visions, that's a little anime thing. We also have the Bad Batch for Clone Wars, the Acolyte, Rogue Squadron, the Patty Jenkins directed film. And then we also have the Rangers of the New Republic and Mandalorian Season 3, obviously. So yeah, this is a new type of video. You guys might hear echo, you guys might hear creaking, you guys might hear tapping, because I'm not filming this inside of like my studio. I'm actually filming. Well, when I say studio, I mean, enclosed area. I'm actually out in the open right now, and you guys might hear a little echo when I'm talking, but this video will not be as edited as my other ones. I'm just gonna just talk and just talk about these shows and how excited I am for these shows by doing an old-fashioned tier ranking. So without further ado, before I get into this tier ranking, just to let you guys know, I do have a Twitter. You guys can check that out on the screen right now. And yeah, it's in the link. It's the link that's in the description, so you guys can go check out my Twitter over there. But without further ado, let's just get right into this different type of ranking that I've never done before. And kicking things off, we have a droid story. A Droid Story basically is going to be about R2-D2 and C-3PO. I'm guessing it's going to be live action, but I don't know. It might be animated. Animated seems more. I have not seen the descriptions of these things as of recently, because obviously the news dropped like almost 2 months ago. But for Droid Story, I gotta go with D. I gotta put it with D. This series just does not seem good to me, and mainly because we really don't need it. I mean, it feels like it's just gonna be filler for Star Wars Disney Plus. Like, hey, what's another show that we can throw in there? The Droid Story. Yeah, a Droid Story. What droids we're gonna have in there? R2-D2 and C-3PO. We can always go with the originals, and it just feels like this show just does not look that good to me. It just does not feel that good to me, and I feel like if it's animated, then yeah, I would like it a little bit more. I feel like if it's going to be more along the lines for the adult fans or like the teen fans, I don't know. But if it's more for kids, like Disney Junior type Star Wars stuff, I feel like they will like that more. But for the teens and the adults, I'm saying a Droid Story gotta go in D. Next up, we have the Ahsoka show. Rosario Dawson played a great Ahsoka. Now, I have the Disney Infinity figure of Ahsoka, so I kind of know her a little bit. I really didn't know how to pronounce her name when I first got the figure, but all that aside, Ahsoka was a great character inside of The Mandalorian. I really did like how Rosario Dawson played her, and obviously she was going to get her series. I mean, that was just a big thing going on when Mandalorian showed Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. Ahsoka is going to get her own show. And I can't wait to see that, because inside of the episode that Ahsoka was in is like a Star Wars Japan type thing. So it's like a ninja samurai type thing. And I guess that's what they're going for inside of the show. And I can't wait to see how that show leads into Mandalorian Season 3. So I'm going to have to say, Ahsoka, this is going to be our first S. Ahsoka is going to be our first S, so I cannot wait to see what Ahsoka has to offer for Disney Plus. Next up, we have the Book of Boba Fett. I like the character of Boba Fett inside of Mandalorian Season 2. I didn't think that he was outstanding, but I also didn't think that he was garbage dumpster fire. I just gotta say, Boba Fett was a great character. He was a cool character. Him and Fennec, I really did like them together. I liked that little throwdown that he did inside of that episode of Mandalorian. I gotta say, Book of Boba Fett, I'm very excited for it, and it looks like it's gonna be like this bounty hunter type show. It's going to be like a limited series, so it's not going to be 2 seasons, but I'm very excited for the show, and I cannot wait to see what they do with this Boba Fett character, because it looks like he's going to be like the leader of the criminal underworld, and he's going to be just like, I don't know, man, he's just going to be like this crime lord guy, he's gonna be like this gangster type character. I can't wait to see what they do with Boba Fett inside of this series, and this series does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna say that it's an S because I'm not that excited for it, because like I said, the Boba Fett character, I wasn't really like high up there, high. Yes, I want to see a show with Boba Fett, but I'm like, yeah, I like this character, so I gotta go with A. But it's a high A, like it's almost pushing the S, but just for those reasons, I gotta say, not really that excited for it. Then we have the Cassian Andor series. It's going to be straight up. Cassian Andor, not a character that I remember, not a character that I wanted to see a show out of. Rogue One, I really did like it. Top 5 Star Wars films for me, but the characters inside of the film are mostly forgettable. And when you're advertising a show called Andor, not a lot of people are going to know who Cassian Andor is unless you are a diehard Star Wars fan. And though I am a fan, I wouldn't call myself diehard Star Wars fan. So Andor seems like a pretty cool series, a nice little spy espionage thing inside of Star Wars. I think that could be pretty cool. It's also set before Rogue One, so obviously after Revenge of the Sith. And yeah, I can't wait to see what this series is about. I think it's going to lead greatly into more of the Empire stuff and like the Resistance stuff. So I can't wait to see how that is, because when you're trying to get like a Resistance, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty, and I feel like Andor is the perfect series for that. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this series. So I gotta say, it's a B. It's not an A, but I'm fairly excited to see another spy espionage thing from Disney. Next up, we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I was hype. I was very hype when I heard that Hayden Christensen was coming back as Darth Vader. I thought that was going to be very cool, and I think that is going to work out greatly for this show as a whole. And yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi lends himself well to a series, because we want to know what happened between that time period, between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. What has Obi-Wan Kenobi been doing? And I can't wait to see how our questions will be answered inside of the series. So I gotta say, Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's an S. It's an S. Ewan McGregor is coming back, and Ewan McGregor is really great. I loved him in Birds of Prey. I loved him in the Star Wars films. I can't wait to see how his and Hayden Christensen's dynamic grew over the years, especially after them being so young in the Star Wars films. Let's see how wiser and older and how great their dynamic is inside of this show. Next up, we have Lando. We heard the score. The score was cool. We don't know if it's Donald Glover or if it's going to be Billy D. Williams, but I can tell you that this show doesn't really need to be, like, it doesn't seem to be needed. I can see if it was Billy D. Williams that's doing it and it's set after Rise of Skywalker, but we don't even know much about it. So we don't even know who the lead actor is. We just know who's directing it, or like who's writing it, and what the score sounds like. So I gotta say, Lando, you're gonna have to go and see, because we don't know much about it, and I'm not really that excited for a Lando show. Next up, we have the Lego Star Wars video game, the Skywalker Saga. I've been excited for this game way before, anything else. And I gotta say, man, I just love Lego games. Like, you guys can go back into my early videos on my channel. They're just nothing but gameplays of Lego games, because I love Lego games. I grew up on them and I love them to this day. I've never played any other Star Wars Lego games, and I wanted to play this one. I wish that it came out in 2020, but delays. So hopefully it's going to come out this year, and I can't wait to see what this game is about. It looks pretty cool. We're going through all 9 movies of the Skywalker Saga. It's going to be a fun time, man. I want to do some gameplays. I already know they're not going to do well, but I just want to do some gameplays, because it's going to be a fun time for me. So I'm going to have to say S. I was very excited for this game day one. Next up, we have the Taika Watiti film. Taika Watiti is a good director. He did Thor Ragnarok, the funniest MCU film to me, and he's doing Thor Love and Thunder right now. But him directing a Star Wars film does seem like a cool idea. It does seem pretty fun. It does seem like it's going to have some nice ideas inside of the mix. I think that Taika Waititi is going to do a great job with this film, and I can't wait to see what he does with Star Wars. I'm pretty sure it's going to be hilarious and funny. So, Taika Waititi, your Star Wars film got to go in A. Next up, we have Visions. It's going to be like an animated anime style of like going through the different scenes or like movies of Star Wars. And I guess that could be pretty cool, but it's just like Marvel Legends, and I'm pretty sure that not a lot of people are liking Marvel Legends because you're just going through a clip show of the characters. It's not really like an actual Marvel show. So I guess that's what this is going to be. This is just going to be that for Star Wars. It's going to be clip show, but instead of having the scenes from the movies, you're going to have the scenes but in an animated version. Or maybe Vision's is going to be like new different stories of Star Wars, and they're not going to be connected to anything else. They're just going to be their own singular thing, and it's going to be like a what if scenario. I think that could be pretty cool. Just me saying that hype me up just a little bit more. I'm going to have to go with B for Visions. Next up, we have The Bad Batch. Never seen Clone Wars. I cannot get into Clone Wars. I've never seen Rebels. I've never seen any of the Star Wars animated stuff except for the Lego stuff. Bad Batch, I don't know too much about them. I don't know them. They're from Clone Wars. I do not know them, so I'm not excited for this show. I can't say anything about Bad Batch because I'm not excited for it. So I'm going to have to go with D for Bad Batch. Next up, we have The Acolyte. Now, The Acolyte is a show that seems pretty cool from the start. It seems like they're going to be telling the story of the fall of the High Republic from the eyes of a Sith, or from the eyes of this woman that's influenced by Sith. I think that could be pretty cool. And also, we can finally like see, like I said, the fall of the High Republic from a Sith's perspective. So I think that could be pretty cool. A lot of people have been saying that it's gonna be woke mess. I mean, it's not gonna be woke because it's a lead actress. Maybe it's gonna be woke because of the themes, but you can't just fault them for having a lead actress, because we all want more diversity. But the moment they do it, they're getting shunned. So Acolyte, I feel like Acolyte is going to be a good show, and I just like the idea of it. Acolyte seems very, very cool, so I really do like the idea of it. I'm gonna have to go with S for Acolyte. Next up, we have Star Wars Rogue Squadron, the Patty Jenkins directed film. Yeah, Patty Jenkins, you are a good director. You had one bad day at the office with Wonder Woman 84, which I still liked, just not as much as the first one. Now, keep in mind, I never thought that, Patty Jenkins would direct a Star Wars movie. I didn't even know anything about her dad in the fighter pilot thing. So I think that she has her heart inside of this film, because as we've seen her do different things with like flight and everything like that inside of planes with Wonder Woman, or like Wonder Woman 84. And obviously the character of Steve Trevor, he is a pilot from World War I. So I think that this could actually be a good movie. I don't know about great, but we have to see that. But this is the movie that's coming out next for Star Wars, and I can't wait to see what Patty Jenkins has to offer to the Star Wars universe. But we don't really know much about it except for the fact that Patty Jenkins is giving it her all inside of this film, and I think she's co-writing it with someone as well as directing. So I'm glad that she's having a co-writer, and they don't give her all of the freedom after what she did with Wonder Woman 84, which is a movie I still like I just said. But yeah, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, I am excited for it. Not very excited for it, but I am excited for it because Patty Jenkins is directing it, and that is the only reason why I'm very excited. Next up, we have Rangers of the New Republic. Now, I said in my Star Wars Mandalorian Season 2 finale that I saw all of the women characters, Bo-Katan and Sasha Banks and Cara Dune and Fennec. I saw all of them together, and I said, this is the Rangers of the New Republic. This is what the show is going to be. And I gotta say, I'm very excited for Rangers of the New Republic, because it seems like a very cool show. It seems very fun. It seems awesome. And they're going to get these ladies from Mandalorian, put them in a show together, and they gotta be like the Rangers of the New Republic, like the title says. This show is going to be awesome to me, so I can't wait to see what they do. Like, every show on this list I'm excited for, except for Droid Story and Bad Batch. But Rangers of the New Republic, it seems like a very cool show, a nice little buddy cop show in the Star Wars universe. Oh my god, I can't wait to see what this show is. So it's going to go in A. Like, I'm not very excited for it because, we don't know too much. It's going to go in A for me. But last on our bench, we have Mandalorian Season 3. Mandalorian Season 2, I love that season. That season was just so good to me. The way that it ended off, especially with Luke Skywalker showing up in the finale, and just the overall show is just so well handled. I love what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni is doing right now with the Mandalorian character. I can't wait to see how they continue the stories of the Mandalorian inside of season 3, and how they kind of like, weave in Baby Yoda into that story, because obviously Baby Yoda is going to have to be in season 3. Maybe not season 3, but obviously in season 4 if they make a season 4. So yeah, Mandalorian season 3. I'm very excited for it. I loved the first 2 seasons. I thought that they were great. I thought that they just cracked the code on Star Wars shows for me. And that's kind of what introduced me into being a Star Wars fan, really. Because I've seen the movies. I've seen A New Hope. I've seen Empire, Return of the Jedi, and Force Awakens. But I've never seen The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker or anything like that. Or even the prequels. I've never seen those films before I watched The Mandalorian. And Mandalorian just made me very excited for Star Wars, and every week I will watch The Mandalorian, and it would just be a fun time. So yeah, The Mandalorian season 3, I gotta say, is an S. So that is our tier ranking here. I'm gonna rearrange them so you guys will see my actual ranking of it. But yeah, this is my tier ranking. We have A Droid Story and Bad Batch in D, Lando series in C, Andor and Visions in B, The Book of Boba Fett, the Taika Waititi directed Star Wars film, Star Wars Rogue Squadron by Patty Jenkins, and The Rangers of the New Republic are in the A tier, and Ahsoka, the Obi-Wan series, the Skywalker Saga Lego video game, the Acolyte, and the Mandalorian season 3 are inside of the S tier. So I'm going to rearrange them right now, so then you guys can see my actual ranking of these. Alright, so I have finished my list. Coming in at number 14 for me has got to go to A Droid Story. Number 13, The Bad Batch. Number 12, The Lando series. Number 11, Star Wars Visions. Number 10, The Andor series. Number 9, Rangers of the New Republic. Number 8, The Rogue Squadron film by Patty Jenkins. Number 7, Taika Waititi directed Star Wars film. Number 6, The Book of Boba Fett. Now we're getting into our top 5, and we're at The Acolyte for number 5, Ahsoka for number 4, number 3 has got to go to the Obi-Wan series, number 2, Mandalorian season 3, and number 1, the Skywalker Saga for the Lego video game. I mean, come on, in my inherent nature, I love Lego. I love Ninjago. That's my favorite TV show of all time. I even made a tribute for it. I'm in love with Lego stuff. I'm in love with the Lego games. I can't wait to play this game. Like, where everything else, I'm watching it, I'm having a great experience with it, but just playing a Star Wars Lego game for the first time, I gotta say, man, it got me hype. It got me interested. I just want to play Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. So it has to come in for me at number 1. So yeah, this was my tier ranking. This was my tier list. Obviously, red up here is S. So we have our S's right here. Skywalker Saga, The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Acolyte. Boba Fett is A, Taika Waititi Star Wars is A, Rogue Squadron by Patty Jenkins is A, and Rangers of the New Republic is A. We have the Andor series at B, Visions at B, we have Lando at C, and the Bad Batch at D, along with A Droid Story. Alright guys, that was it for my ranking. Please note that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion. My list was certainly not the right list. It was just my list, and you're free to comment down below your ranking of all of the upcoming Star Wars projects that they announced at Disney's Investors Day. You can also include the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga just like I did. And yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of me on social media, I do have a Twitter. That link is always in the description and is going to pop up on the screen right now. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I just wanted to try something new, a tier list. I've never done one of these, and this is, yeah, I'm not going to do another one of these for a long time, but this is the first one that I wanted to try out, and hopefully you guys like what, you see. Hopefully you guys like the tier maker. Hopefully you guys like the tier list or stuff like that I'm going to try to do. I want to try to do something different for 2021. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.